Hey everyone, it's Sonia here in Montreal. There's a protest happening, and I just want to show you this bizarre situation we have here in Montreal. Down here in my neighborhood, they're having like a street festival. So here's all the people that just wanted to go shopping today and eat food on the street. And meanwhile, you can actually hear the sound of the protest in the distance, which is down there. And then right over here, you've got this line of people that are waiting to show their QR codes to get into a restaurant. So you have to show their QR code and then their ID to eat inside. So basically what the QR code thing did was it really brought back the lineups, because we were done with them. Businesses were allowed to operate at full capacity, so there were no more lineups, but there's lineups now. I mean, it just blows my mind. Like, the city is so divided right now. Look at that. Show your QR code. No num-nums for you. Yeah, the city is divided. It's like there's a lot of people that are trying to just kind of move on with their lives since they got the shot. And then there's a whole bunch of other people that feel like they're fighting for their freedom and for their rights, whether they're vaccinated or not. There's a lot of people who are against the passport and against what our government's been doing, you know, ruling by decree and destroying the health system completely. It's not just the pass that's the problem, it's what they've done to the health system. I feel like it's surreal, you know? People are in like two completely different states of mind. It's either, well, I've had my shot and now I'm gonna go shopping and get on with my life. And other people are like, I'll never get it. You're taking away my rights. And then there's another category of people that are like, I got it and I still don't like what's going on. And they're joining in with the people who haven't had it. It's weird. See this here, this closing off the roads to cars. This is to help the environment. This is actually here to stay. This is to fight climate change. So what we need to do is start walking. Stop driving and start walking. Start walking, fuckers. That's what our government says. This happened at the same time as our pandemic, but it's this is more to do with the real agenda and what we're going to be seeing down the road, which is climate lockdowns. I think I hear some sounds in the distance, and they're rolling out these driverless, eco-friendly buses, you know, electric or something, that are going to be like little shuttles. They're piloting this project here. Down the road, that's all you're going to be able to ever get is a self-driving electric vehicle that takes you where you're supposed to go and nowhere else, to make sure you're safe and to save the planet. We're having like a voting station right here for the election, which I didn't even know. So I actually was really happy to find that. So I went and voted right now. Vote Trudeau out. For what it's worth, I think that's the least I can do. I voted Conservative. Yes, I did. You know, not to say they're perfect, but honestly, like, Justin Trudeau is dangerous at this point. He needs to get out. So I'm going to do my little tiny part to try to help make sure that that happens. I'm pretty happy right now that I just got to vote. I'll be shopping in the New World Order. By the way, in Canada, I kind of wanted to show you like what the ballot looks like, because I think it's different. In the US, I know you use these voting machines. Yeah, we use paper. So I wanted to show you, but I just was like, I don't know if I'm allowed to film in here, but whatever, you'll have to take my word for it. Yeah, I'm sure some people are wondering, like, why didn't I vote for Maxime Bernier? I did some research first into like who is more likely to win in what area and all this kind of stuff. And it's great that the PPC has right now more support than the Green Party and even the Bloc on the whole. The problem is in Canada, it's not by popular vote, it's by riding. So probably has a good percentage of the popular vote, but the problem is if it's spread out and he's not able to capture a riding, then if there's no chance that PPC could win in your riding, then you are throwing your vote away. I know some people would say, well, you know, like if we all vote PPC, yeah, but there right now as it is, like I'm pretty sure in my particular neighborhood, there's not enough people that would be doing that. There's no way. I think it'd probably be split between Liberal and NDP actually, but I'm hoping that it comes out Conservative at least. But I know that PPC, it wouldn't be doing any good for me to give them my vote in my neighborhood, in my riding. It's the truth. So I voted Conservative, and I feel good about that. I mean, I know there's going to be problems with the Conservatives too. There's probably going to be a whole bunch of different problems. They're going to cut all kinds of funding, you know, to probably what the Conservatives tend to do. They cut funding to like social spending, so which usually means like disadvantaged people get hit with that. But forget the Liberals, obviously, and the NDP, they're very similar, you know. So I figured it was the least of the evils. And I hope that we see changes coming soon to Canada, because this is crazy, and especially in Quebec. What a nightmare. But I think God is giving me strength, because in spite of all this, I'm not destroyed. Although today I look like a hobo. Like my clothes are all full of like rabbit hair, and I've got, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm wearing 2 different color socks. I got full of my shoes because I got dressed in like a big hurry. I didn't get to fix myself up, and even this, it has fur on it because I didn't get to clean it. So it's like I'm walking around looking like a person who has mental health issues today. Maybe somebody will give me some change. I actually spent all day cleaning my apartment, so that's why I was busy cleaning. It was a cleaning day today for me, so I did a lot of cleaning, and then I just ran out spontaneously without fixing myself up. So I'm like really not like at my most glamorous, you know, but I don't think it really matters. Anyway, happy I got to vote, and yeah, there's lots of stuff happening in Quebec, and it definitely feels very surreal to see like one half being on the blue pill and the other half like feeling like we're about to enter like into violent revolution or something, you know, like it's getting really heated on that side, and yet so many people just, they have no idea, and they just hear in the papers, oh, it's crazy anti-vaxxers, and they don't know anything about like that. There's a lot more than that to the story. There's the pass, there's a healthcare system, like, so it's quite divided. But surprisingly for me, actually, or maybe it's not surprising, but for me, a lot of my friends in my close circle are very aware. They're awake, not woke. So I feel very lucky and blessed to have friends that I'm on a very much on a wavelength with. It's really cool. So I don't have this problem that a lot of people have of like, you know, being at odds with their friends and being treated like pariahs and having nobody to talk to. I have a lot of really cool friends. That's what happens when you choose your friends carefully over many, many years. And when people are like, when you feel like there's bad vibes between you and somebody else and you're not on the same page, you don't try to fit yourself to how they are. You just get rid of them. You just move on. If they get rid of you, you just go, okay. Because it just means that, you know, as far as God's concerned, they're probably not meant to be in your life. So I accepted that a number of years ago, that like when people are, you know, they're not cool with me, and or they, whatever, they brush me off, I just figure, you know, that person's just probably not meant to be in my life. And then in the end, after like 15 years of cultivating that, I now have the most awesome group of friends. So I'm quite happy that I did choose that path instead of trying to change myself to suit other people and to fit in. Now it's working out great for me. So try to find friends that are like-minded. It's really cool. And get rid of the ones that are not cool with you, you know? Anyway, that's it for me today on what's happening here in Montreal. I'm wondering like how it's going for the restaurants, because a lot of people are boycotting it. But they put up these little tables here so people can eat outside. So like whoever doesn't have the pass can just sit at a picnic table. So that's what a lot of people are doing. Okay, so that's it for me. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.